I just thought the start of the second half, they really played well, and we obviously didn't. That was a key part of the game. And then after about 13, 14 minute mark, throughout the rest of the game, I thought we did some good things. Obviously, it helps when you make shots. Isaiah Thompson came in after having a tough first half and made a couple shots for us and helped us. Sasha Stefanovic made a couple shots for us and helped us. We did a good job in the first half of rebounding. Our decision-making wasn't great, even though our turnovers were down. We still needed to do a better job in our execution. But I thought in that stretch right there, we played some pretty good basketball. Then at the end, even though we out-rebounded by 7 for the game, the difference in the game was those 4 offensive rebounds that we got. That's the game. And we did some good things defensively to get them to miss, and just had to be able to come up with those rebounds. And it's hard because you want a lineup that's in there that's going to help you stop them. You want a lineup that's in there that's going to be able to score the basketball. You can't call a timeout every single time. And we felt that we had the lineup for both ends, but you still have to be able to play the in-between and get those boards. And give Wisconsin credit because they scrapped and they were able to make those plays. And that's what it comes down to a lot of times. Sometimes it's not pretty. It's just scrapping to get that basketball. And Wisconsin made those plays. Our guys hung in there and still did some good things. But when you get down like that early part of the second half, you got to be pretty special, and it was going to take those extra possessions to do it.
We got microphones on each side. You can flag one down if you have a question. Right here in the front.
There's a pretty distinct difference between your best defensive lineups and your best offensive lineups. You started with a better defensive group. Any particular reason for that? Did that contribute to the slow offensive start?
Yeah, not really. I thought Travion played well. I think at the end of the day, that's what we're trying to get accomplished. Sasha Stefanovic comes off the bench for us on the road, and he plays well. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for that. We're looking for everybody to play well. And when you go on the road, you got to have more guys than not if you expect to get a win. So just trying to anything that we can to. Sometimes the guys that start, it's helping them. And sometimes the guys coming off the bench, it's helping them. It could work in reverse at times, but no, just trying to get that consistency more than anything.
Matt down 61-59, I believe, and out of the timeout, you went to Sasha on the initial 3.
Yes.
So it was similar to the Northwestern play, or
Yeah.
but were you okay with the second attempt from 3?
Yeah, I'd like to have that one back. I thought the first one was fine. He got away from him, and Travion set a good screen, and he got separation right in front of our bench. That was a good shot. The next one, he's moving a little bit, and I'd like to have that one back if we could. But that's part of it. The worst thing you can do in that situation is not get a shot. Like, it wasn't a 3 or nothing for us. So if Sasha wasn't going to get that, we were going to go inside to Travion. Now we're a little hell-bent right there into moving and shooting that basketball like that. And we really didn't need to do that. If I had it back, I'd have used that last time. I had it over with.
Statistic on Sasha, basically. How have you seen him kind of grow on how he shot the ball on the road? He's struggled there a lot. Obviously, played pretty well tonight. How are you seeing him grow into his role and what he's got to deal with?
Yeah, well, people are going to take away. He's not a guy that you can just give the ball to and he can get us 10 shots. We got to manufacture some looks for him. And with that being said, other people know, when he shoots the ball well for us, we have more success. So they're going to try to take some of those things away. So just trying to get some opportunities for him. The one that he made there at the end was, a rebound kick out, which, Wisconsin's going for the rebound. It's not, it's hard. Those kick out, spray out type 3s are hard to defend. So, it's something for him that, he made a shot on the road at, Northwestern, and, hopefully that gives him confidence. He made a couple shots at Indiana to help us win that game. And now today, he kept us in there, by knocking those shots down. So hopefully, he can build, off of that.
Now, I know it's late in the year, you're not really into the building off things, but just the way you guys kind of fought and came back, is this something that can be used here in these next couple of weeks for you guys?
Yeah, you don't get any points for being close, obviously. And, but no, it's, anytime you, with your team, that, you have a fight and you stick with it. We just have some tough starts. We're probably the most excited team in the country to be down 3 at halftime, in a road game. And so, but that's where we were, up 8 at Indiana, or down 4 at Northwestern, down 4 at Michigan, I think. And so when we're in those games, but when you're down 12 or 16, we've gotten down a lot and then fought back at Rutgers and made it a possession game. We fought back at other places. and made it possession games, but we never quite got there. And this was kind of the same way, but it wasn't at halftime, or it wasn't the first half. It was that start of the second half. So we just got to try to stop some of those big runs. But I thought we had, you know, some guys play well tonight and do some things, and each individual guy hopefully can build off of that and help them as you go forward. But you lost the game. It's just, you got to do a better job. You got to put yourself in a better position.
What needed to be better on Ford to keep him out of his rhythm?
Not letting him shoot it.
What all would have gone into not letting him shoot it?
Yeah. A lot of things. There's how many shots he hit? I can't give you 7 different instances. But I can help you. We overhelped on a dribble one time. We had an indirect closeout that we bumped too low. And then he came out. We triple threaded there in front of their bench. And he just gave him space, and we just let him shoot the basketball after we talked about, like, hey, just take up his space. But we weren't letting him do anything. The one time in transition, the 4-3 was right in front of our bench. The guys just didn't go out and take him. It was just like they were pushing off to go somewhere else. And if the guy closest to the basketball, you got to be able to take and leave the guy furthest away from the ball. If the ball moves, you got to be able to go with him. So give him credit. He was the difference in the game, in my opinion. If you want to grab one player and you look what he did, and he's a streaky guy. Sometimes he's there, sometimes he's not there in terms of shooting. But when you got 7, 8 guys that shoot threes, not everybody's going to have their night every single night. But we definitely respected him. It wasn't like we went into the game saying, "Hey, let a Lynn Ford shoot." He's proven that he can knock down shots.
Anything else, Coach? All right.